I gotta say, this is such an intense character.
Yeah.
You're playing a guy who's dealing with a lot of really bad stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about the preparation for this, and how deep did you delve into the idea of exorcism?
Yeah, well, of course, I had a lot of interviews with real priests. I was very familiar with the whole Jesuit thinking because I went to a Jesuit university. Oh. So I was very familiar to the way they question, doctrines, and they question just the world around them. In comparison to other orders within the Catholic Church, I mean, they're the ones who are more in touch with society and with the phenomena of society out there. So they're questioning things all the time. They're placing themselves questions, and that is something that is very inherent to my character. And of course, I met with exorcists, but for me, it was more important to understand the reasons that would bring those guys to become exorcists, that the rituals themselves. I mean that is a preparation they have to go through. But for me, it was more interesting to understand why would they do something like that. Why would they devote themselves to fight demons? To help people who claim to be possessed. Mm-hmm. And what I found out was a very active, deep, and open exercise of compassion. Many of these guys, they have a very, very deep understanding of hopelessness, of feeling helpless and hopeless, and that's the case of my character too. I mean, he, as you saw, had to, deal with some demons of his own that we are not going to reveal here, but he knew how it is to feel helpless, and he knows how it is to be in need for help. And I think that's the motor, that's the main motivation why he devotes himself to be an exorcist and to help people through this process.
That's kind of a positive outlook, because it seems like it'd almost be terrifying to not take that home with you as going home, and not even as a character, just taking it all in. Did you find that at all? Yeah,
well, it's always there. Like the doubt, is always there. But it's part of the process. I mean, there's no way, at least for me, there's no way to perform a character without opening up completely and embrace it. So that was part. I think that doubt, that fear at night, that kind of like suspicion helped me to be more aware and alert when I was on set, in trying to give, a realistic performance. I think that even out of my conversations with exorcists, they were afraid. It's not that they're not afraid. I mean, they fear is important because that keeps you focused.
Yeah.
Because if you walk into a room to confront the devil with arrogance and from a higher ground, that's exactly when the devil is going to get you. I mean, that arrogance is what it's the perfect environment for the devil just to get you.